Welcome back to the Good Green Home Show with Rich and Shawna. Remember we said we're going to talk about the chickens and the trees? Well, this is the part where we're going to talk about the trees.
The trees rock. I'm a big tree fan. It makes your house look better to have a tree next to it.
Well, it does. We've talked about in previous shows how trees can actually improve your property value, but you know that a University of Illinois study was actually done to prove that trees and well-landscaped areas can actually reduce crime.
Ooh.
Yes.
Even, if I've read it right, even exposure from a window, just seeing a landscaped area with trees and shrubs is enough to reduce violence significantly within the home.
Yeah, and it also can reduce road noise because actually the shrubbery and trees will actually absorb some of the unwanted noise, believe it or not.
I think it's a myth that the more trees and shrubs that you have around your house, it might be a place where a robber could hide, for instance. They've proven that wrong, that it's more about the more trees and shrubs around your house, the more beautiful it is, the more likely it is that people will stay away and not bother you.
And these studies have been going on for years, and that's why a lot of municipalities have put stock and actually money into beautification programs. The city of Chicago is a great example. The town of Munster in northwest Indiana is one that I happen to think does a great job of beautification with their planters up and down Ridge and Calumet Street. So, you know, some tips for planting a tree. Number one, here's some tips. Plant a tree today.
Yeah, don't wait.
The best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago. Okay. The second best time to plant a tree is today.
All right.
All right. You put things off, then it just gets further, kick the can down the road kind of thing. Don't do that with planting trees.
Well, trees take a long time to mature mostly.
A lot of trees take some time. You know, we like to talk about oaks on this show, and one of the reasons that oaks are a little more expensive and sought after is because they are slower growing. So that's one unfortunate thing about oaks, but trees take time to mature. And they don't just sprout up overnight, okay? No. They do take some time. They take some nurturing. And in the urban settings, it's going to take some actual expertise because now we're planting into, you know, a developed subdivision that might have been yesterday's cornfield.
The soil, too, though, I mean, they take off all the topsoil in these suburban communities, and then there's nothing left. You have to replace the soil that they removed.
Yeah.
So, you know, I've heard that when you put a plant into the ground, you take the burlap off of the tree, and
you don't have to take it all the way off, but you need to get that off the crown and fold it down. Because it is biodegradable. The burlap will actually...
Well, and the thing is people want to add a lot of topsoil or, you know, new soil back in there. Don't add new heavily fertilized soil into that area because you want those roots to reach out into the natural environment as soon as you plant it. We need more trees planted across the United States because, as you know, trees produce oxygen, and oxygen is what we need more of.
I think we need oxygen to live.
It's one of those tricky things. You know,
it is
breathing.
one of those things. Yeah, you might need to breathe to live. I think everybody kind of knows that. So it's extraordinarily important. And then, you know, just kind of going back on the container potted tree versus ball and burlap. Now, that ball and burlap tree, it's like a heavy anchor at the bottom. And you could stake them. Sometimes they don't really need it, though, because they've got so much bottom weight to them that it's not necessary. So that's pros and cons.
Hey, terrific tips, too. Next up is a super-de-duper tree expert. You brought him in locally.
Scott Polster, certified arborist, coming up next on the Good Green Home Show with Rich and Shawna.
Is your lawn being ruined by moles and voles? Bonide has the solution. Bonide Mole Max is an effective repellent to use against moles, voles, rabbits, gophers, groundhogs, squirrels, skunks, and other burrowing animals. The environmentally friendly Mole Max formulation makes it a great product to apply in areas where children and pets play. Just apply 3 or 4 times per year to send nuisance animal pests away. If your lawn needs some repair from mold damage, use Mole Max RX with Lawn Revitalizer. This will help repair your lawn while repelling the moles and voles. Bonide's Mole Max and Mole Max RX are available in a granule and easy spreader application or in a convenient 5-pound shaker applicator for flower or vegetable gardens. Bonide products are family made in America. Bonide Mole Max Mole and Vole Repellent is available at your local hardware store, garden center, or farm feed store, or go to bonide.com for a retailer near you. This product is not for sale in Indiana.
Alsip Home and Nursery's trained staff of certified horticulturists and organic gardening gurus are the local experts for promoting sustainable, healthy living throughout the community. Our green team can turn even the most inexperienced gardener's thumb green. Alsip Home and Nursery features Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana's largest selection of plants and organic gardening supplies. Look no further than Alsip Home and Nursery's green team.